Okay, gang, it's Wellness Wednesday in the 55 plus family. And as I promised, we have two more contributors to the top contributor groups in the 55 plus family. And I'm telling you what, so we have Rick and Cheryl happen to have the exact same last names. Now I'm curious how that works. But anyhow, our theme, you guys know, for the whole week is overcoming. And these contributors are so kind to get on and share their journey. I love the quote that Albert Einstein says, a person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. And I'm telling you, we have to be willing to risk trying different things. And all the contributors give ideas of what their differences are, what they do. So be willing. Never, if you've never tried anything new, you won't have the breakthroughs. So their tips, their journeys help, right? So there's two questions kind of that they're heading towards. One is how you overcome being overwhelmed, fitting your fitness and food prep into our busy lives. How do they do it? Or what thoughts, habits, and choices contribute to your best, healthiest life? So I'm going to toss it over. We're going to go Rick first.
Oh man.
I know.
I to keep from being overwhelmed, it's kind of easy for me because with my body and all the old injuries I have, it's something I have to do. I do it right after I get off of work. I'll do two sessions, one that I just choose from the app freely that I haven't tried, and the other one is low back PT. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stretch out and be able to sleep. And then when I get up, it's the exact same thing because I got to get that stretch in to be able to function for the day. And then I'll usually try to walk and lift too. So, and it's all kind of just automatic because it's something I have to do. Uh, One thing that has kept me positive, and it was very, very simple, was just changing the word can't to I can, and that I can't yet. It makes a huge difference. I know it sounds silly, but it really does. And I remember exactly when I first started that. It was during the Jake the Snake, one of his chair ones he was doing. I said, man, I can't do that. And then it went to, no, wait a minute, I can. And by golly, I did. So it makes a difference. Remember, the flame of your candle never dims by lighting another's. So I like always trying to be positive and helping other people out. It's just at work, my boss gets overwhelmed. I try to motivate her and help her through it, and it's just part of my life. Something I love doing. So
Any other thoughts? I don't want to cut you.
that's about all I.
Well,
That's about all I have.
Well, I have to add to this thing. So they do have the same last name. If you don't know, it's because this is husband and wife. And seriously, you guys, I have adored. You guys need to follow these guys in our group. Um, Cheryl posts the amazing foods, right? But Rick posts the amazing videos that he makes kind of daily. Isn't it, Rick, that you do a daily video?
Uh, Pretty much. It's harder to do when I'm working, but
Yeah.
we're having meatloaf tonight, so I can smell it. So if I get up and leave, I'm hitting the meatloaf.
but but also, Rick, you also have another family member. Tell them about that other family member that has kind of come alongside you.
Oh man, we just got off the phone watching little Rosie walk behind one of those little push walkers. So probably make me cry to think about it. My daughter, I finally got her to start, and she was over for like Easter, and she couldn't even get up off the cot without help or off the floor. And literally 3 weeks later, she came over and down on the floor and playing with Rosie, she went and then immediately got up on her own. I'm telling you, I'm doing it because I want to inspire somebody, just one person. That's why I do the videos, because I hate it. I hate this. I'm not a politician. I don't like talking. But I thought, well, there's my one. I motivated and inspired my daughter, but I'll be danged if she ain't the one inspiring me. And she's inspired the heck out of me. So it is so this life of fitness is so amazing. It gives you a future,
Yeah.
especially at our age, the golden years. I don't know when they come after 90, I suppose, but this makes them gold even more brighter. It really does.
So you guys are influencing your daughter, which will ultimately influence your granddaughter. I mean, the generational thing you guys got going here. You're changing even around your holidays. You've talked about shifting some of the foods, adding some things into the holiday that weren't expected by people, but you guys are trying to change the history of even your holidays by adding things, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it does. We bring every family meal and whatever we do. We have our own food, and I make her go get my food so I don't walk past all the tempting stuff. They probably think I'm a slave driver, but there's no way I could. I'm dedicated, but I have trouble when I walk by this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I have that where I don't go to the grocery store. I put everything on an app. I have it either delivered here or I go pick it up where they bring it all out to me. I don't want to go in the grocery store and walk past the candy bars that used to own me. And there were things in there that they always put the real bad things easily accessible, right?
Yeah, why is that?
So I get it. It's yeah. So
The app,
I don't do buffet,
ordering from an app. That's a good idea.
and I don't do buffets because that's just a nightmare for me. Because
Mhm.
my age group at 69 thinks you must get your money's worth, right? Must get your,
Yes,
which
you
in
got to at least go back twice.
yeah, and it's suicidal at a buffet because it's like everything, right? So, well, thank you, Rick. You're awesome. You're awesome. Let's pass it over
Thank you.
other half. Hey, Miss Cheryl. And she's in the car.
Hello.
She's in the car so their voices don't overring each other in the house, right, Cheryl?
Yeah. And I just needed to get away from him.
Hey, we've been married 49 years. It works. I totally
Is
get
he
what
in the car too? Is he in a car?
you know, no, but you do what you got to do to keep the relationship, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess I do all of our food prep and everything on Sundays. I started back to work. It was a week ago Friday, so now I have to go to work and stuff, but I'm off on Saturdays and Sundays. So I dedicate my Sundays to food prepping for Rick, for myself. And right now I food prep for myself for just the evening meal because I can eat at the school, which is healthier because of Michelle Obama.
Mhm.
We're still following some of their guidelines. So it's healthier than what I would eat at home or before, but so I eat the school's meals when I'm at work. Um Mornings are tougher because we found out Friday that my head cook at the high school quit. So that means when we start school the day after Labor Day, and the reason we're starting so late is they're redoing our high school, middle school.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to be to work at 6:30 in the mornings. Um,
Whoa.
and then I won't get off till probably between 2 and 2:30 in the afternoon, depending on what time we get done serving and cleaned up and everything. So I do all my meal prep on Sundays. I guess another thing is I haven't shared it. I have it on my Facebook page. I redid my iris bed this weekend.
You're welcome.
Um,
What?
I redid one of my flower beds.
Oh, okay.
And so I wouldn't have been able to get down on the ground and dig all those up and dig all the weeds up and replant had I not been doing DDPY. Rick and I try, keyword is try to do one workout together every night. It just depends on his schedule, where I'm at. Food wise, if I've got everything cooked, I'll try and help him, I'll jump in with him. So, it's been a challenge. I will put that out there. It has been a really big challenge to change everything. But like Rick said, it's been a lot easier with him because we can motivate each other, and then we get Leah involved. And she's always like, "Hey mom, what are you fixing for us, for dad and I and you for food?" I don't know. So then she comes up with the menu and we just kind of bounce ideas off of each other. So essentially when we have family gatherings or holidays, I usually cook 2 different meals. I'm helping cook for the regulars, and then Rick and I and Leah, I cook a different meal for us. So
I honestly am so proud of you guys. As a family, it's like you said, Cheryl, these things are not easy. I always talk about the little disciplines. Like last week, I talked about the penny. The penny seems so like, why pick up a penny? It's worth nothing. But all these little changes, they do add up. And so you going through the effort. I do the exact same thing on the weekend. My husband and I both make sure and prep. If he wants to grill meat, chicken breast and everything outside, I also am doing meats inside. So we prep all of that. So when we start into our week, the thing that consumed our time the most was prepping meat. And so we have the vegetables in the fridge to grab easily and grab whatever meat we want is ready. But it's a real effort. You have to think real hard, don't you, to make sure to get that ready ahead of time. Yeah. Yeah.
And so with me back at work, I'm having to prep Rick's breakfast more than when I was off this summer from school. So I have to get myself into a routine, not only prep, for his meals at work and during the night and my supper, his breakfast now. So, because otherwise I was just doing them when he got home from work while he was exercising. I was, getting his breakfast ready, or his last meal, however you want to put it. So,
yeah. So really the idea of overcoming you guys try, fail, and adjust, right? I mean, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And people fear maybe committing, but it is really not about us having perfection as much as just that we're getting progress. We figure out when life shifts, we shift with it, right?
Yep.
And would you both say that there's nothing easy, but it might be worth it to those that are watching this right now?
oh yeah,
Investing
it's
in, investing into your health is priceless. It really is. And we've made so many mistakes, but they're not bad if you let them be good. You're the one that makes them bad. That was a mistake. Oh, that's bad. No, that was a learning experience. That was great. It let me have a little cheat meal or whatever, and let's get back at it.
Yeah. Well, you two are
in fact,
go ahead.
my boss messaged me over the summer. Hey, can you send me some of those recipes that you're fixing, Rick, and you're posting? So I have shared some of the recipes with her. So she's fixing some of it too, I think. I haven't asked her because work is chaos right now.
Yeah.
Trying to get everybody into the routine and the new ones trained and new ones hired, but I haven't talked to her about it, but I know she has messaged me quite a bit. So
Well, I'll tell you what, thank you two so much for coming on. I know it's maybe not your thing to do this, but you are a blessing to all of us. I can't thank you enough, you guys. You know, you're dear friends to me for sure, right? So
Thank you.
I love you guys.
You gave us a lot
Love
of
you
great
too.
ideas. I hope Cheryl was taking notes.
Okay, bye-bye.